We will start with a whole bunch of miscellaneous ways until we get to the most likely three. Before we do this, let me say thank you for more than 100 subscribers for my first video. I did not expect that. Thank you. Also, I will include some of the comments from my last video at the end of this one, so stay tuned till the end. Number 1. Simulation turned off. Simulation theory, of course, is well known. It basically tries to explain the existence of the universe by proposing that it, and as an extension all of us, are living in some massive computer as just a series of algorithms in a simulation. Now there is no proof that we live in a simulation, but there is also little proof we don't. We can only try to imagine the reasons one would even simulate us. Perhaps scientific curiosity, research, or just a video game. Or maybe we live in a massive Truman Show type of entertainment program where our overlord makers watch and laugh as we try to live our lives. As you enter the bathroom, just know that there might be 5 billion galactic mega-empire citizens eagerly awaiting your next move. Or maybe there's an admirer deeply in love with you, living on one of the many moons of Gabadygoo, but there's no way of answering their call since you presumably can't escape. Having said this, I hope they weren't watching me while I was making this video, and I hope they don't delete me from the simulation after I upload it. There are many mysteries of the universe we don't know, and maybe might never know. But what if we try to get to the bottom of some of them, and the situation goes horribly wrong? This is the next way of destroying the universe. Wacky science experiment gone horribly wrong. We all know that scientists will try to push the limits of exploration to uncover new truths, but it seems unlikely that they would knowingly put us all in danger. But what if, let's say, alien scientist Bob comes from a species with lower empathy or is unaware of the dangers of this experiment? Would you trust Bob? I'm not sure I would. Hell, I think that we should go there and seize Bob's weapons of mass destruction and keep this great universe safe. Now we are headed to the fantasy realm because the explanations for the next few sound like magic, but I will explain them in the simplest way possible. Having done the research for this video, I realized that the next ways can all be categorized in one of three ways. Something that has to do with the restructuring of the universe, miscellaneous reasons, the big three that revolve around the expansion of the universe. The Big Crumble is any changing of the physical constants or rules of the universe, which include things like light speed, gravitational constant, mass of proton. The changing of any of these would lead to the restructuring of the universe based on the changed rule and would cause everything to crumble. The Higgs field is responsible for mass in the universe. The issue is that we don't know what its lowest possible mass can be. It could be at a stable point now, but suddenly change. The Higgs field lends the property of mass to the rest of the universe. And if it changes, the whole universe's physics get rewritten. Vacuum decay is similar to the Higgs boson collapse because it causes the rewriting of rules in a certain area of the universe, which then expands. Now both of these can cause a second Big Bang. It means that within our universe, a second Big Bang happens, destroying everything in its path at the speed of light, creating a new universe. We're not sure what could cause this, but the main theory is supermassive black holes messing with the Higgs boson, or vacuum decay happening in a certain part of the universe which then spreads to the rest of it. Proton decay is very simple. It's the possibility of the proton suddenly decaying and destroying all matter in the universe. So far, this one seems unlikely. According to the multiverse theory, the only thing outside our own universe are other universes. Technically, they run parallel to each other, but there is also the possibility of them colliding and potentially causing damage. Now we have reached the big three. Understanding the big threes, Rip and Crunch, is very easy when you imagine the universe as two balls going in opposite directions, which represents the force that keeps expanding our universe at an increasing speed, and a rubber band connecting the two balls, which represents the force of gravity. Right now, gravity is not strong enough to clump the two balls together, so the universe keeps expanding. And if it continues that way indefinitely, we will end with the big freeze scenario, also known as the heat death of the universe. But it's not heat killing it, but rather the lack of it. Matter will eventually be so distant that interactions will become impossible, and stars and other celestial bodies will die and disappear. Now imagine if the force pulling the balls apart gets so strong, it actually breaks the string. This is the big rip. The speed and force of expansion gets so strong that it leads to the whole universe ripping apart down to the subatomic level. The last one is the big crunch. Here the string asserts its control over the expanding force and pushes the two balls back together. Gravity wins over, and the celestial bodies start getting attracted to each other, smashing into each other, and eventually forming a clump very similar to the start of our own universe. This could perhaps be the starting point of a new Big Bang and a new universe being formed. The first comments I will highlight will be these ones, where people say what number of subscriber they are. Please like and subscribe and add a comment like this, and I will surely add your comment in my next video, which will be the second part of the Extinct Language series. The second batch are comments suggesting languages. I will read them and add some in my next video. And the last one are these cool comments. They are very sweet and mean a lot. First one says that this video will blow up, and it kinda did. I did not expect to get thousands of views and more than 100 subscribers on my first ever YouTube video.